What's up, guys? Kelvin045 here, and today I'm bringing you tips of career mode. So, these are useful tips that, well, if you play career mode, I'm sure you already know them, but if it's your first time playing career mode, well, they might help you. Okay, so let's start off, and the first thing I will say is request funds. You can ask them for funds. Now, depends on what team you are and how much money it has, is how much you could ask for them. They won't give it to me because like I just started. Let me show you. Okay, they will tell me that they do not feel they have seen enough at me of this club. So it usually works like after the first season, or maybe like in the January transfer window, the first January transfer window. It's when it starts working. So yeah, you can do that. That's one thing that I recommend. The other thing is that you can sell players. I mean, this is obviously like pretty obvious, but like for example, and you can also like loan them. Like this guy, he's 36. I can add him to the transfer list. This guy, I can loan him. Loaning players is a great way to develop them because I don't think you want to play this guy in your first team. So yeah, so loaning them is for teams that are not as rich as your team, or maybe that they don't have as good as players, and the way to go is loaning the players. So you can loan all these 50 guys and 60s, and you can even loan your good guys. Like this guy, I would recommend selling him because he's 33 years old. That's another thing you have to keep in mind, guys. Once they pass 30, they're going to start going down, and you can't expect them to keep going up. So yeah, you can sell them or loan them even if you want. Although if it says recently arrived, it's not, I mean, you don't have that good of chances of him to get loaned. So yeah, like for example, this guy, I can loan him and he will develop his skills, and maybe I could get to sell him, or he can even finish being a first team player. So that's the second thing I recommend, or the second tip. The third tip is the global transfer network. Now this, I mean, it works okay. It's not like that good, but okay, there I did a mistake. Okay, you can give them instructions of what you want. Like for example, here I have striker, pacey, and prolific. Um, you can add instructions of what you want. I mean, like for example, I want a goalkeeper that, I don't know, he is, let's say, promising. So his age, I want him to be from 16 to, let's say, 27. That's the age I recommend. If you want to buy a player, I recommend maximum you buy him 27 years old. I would think that's the best age. I don't recommend you buying players of 29, 28 because they're just going to start going down. So no. And you can even put their contract, how many years or seasons you want them to have left, so then you can just go back and here's your instruction. Okay, so the next thing is, now this one is, I don't think if I can find one, but let me see, let me put like, or I'll just do that. And like for example, I'll try Barkley. So you can find players that their contract is about to expire like 6 months. I'm trying to find one. I don't think I will be able to because like this is the first season. You usually don't find those because they just sign contracts and all that. So yeah, I don't think it's 6 months, and down below there's an option that they give you where you can sign them for free. Okay, not for free, because you have to pay, like, you have to offer them how much money they want, but you don't have to pay the team the money. Like, for example, if this guy, let's say he's worth, um I don't know, let's say he's worth 5 million. You don't have to pay those 5 million if you go directly to the player and offer him a contract. Let's say you tell him 60,000, and he will accept it if that's how he will be content. You'll have a free player, basically, not spending your cash. So, okay, another important thing I'm going to tell you, this is how for example, I do it. Like, for example, let's check it with this guy. You can go to approach West Ham to buy, and you can check his salary per week. Okay, so this is very important. Why? You can't judge his overall. It won't appear. But, like, for example, you can check an approximate of what is his overall. Okay, so, like, for example, if he earns less than 10,000, even than 20,000, I'll recommend you buying him, because he's going to be in the 60 marks, 50s, depends how much he gets paid. When I recommend you start buying them is 35. 35, they're usually in the 70, 71, 72, 70, even maybe 69. But, like, for example, this guy, I will think he will be like 78, 77, around there, because of his 60,000 per week. So that's a good way of judging what's his overall. Like, for example, if you want to buy a player and you're not sure what's his overall, like, let's say I want to buy this guy, but I'm not sure if he's better than my actual center backs, or a faster way than obviously asking to scout, which it only gives you an approximate to. You can go to buy, and you can check, like, his kind of overall by checking his price. I will think this guy will be around 80 or 79 because of his 70,000 wage. So yeah, of course I don't have to say anymore, because you kind of get the idea. So that's another way of how to buy players. That's basically it. If you want more tips, or, like, I know a glitch, well, there's some glitches here in career mode. I can show you that if you want. Yeah, just let me know in the comment section down below if you want another of these videos. Just let me know, and hope you guys enjoyed. This has been it, and thanks for watching, guys. Bye.